Hey guys, this is Kieran from MSK Physio, and today's exercise is starting to really push this idea of a hip extension, the ability to come from a hip flexed position into a bit of more of a neutral position, and also has the added benefit of getting the back leg and adding some mobility and stability to the exercise as well. So if this sounds like something that you're looking for as a progression in your exercise, then this is a good option for you. So this is an exercise which has it's been popularized recently a lot more by knees over toes guy. It's obviously been around for a long time. He has his own variants on it, and each individual requires different variations for different reasons. I'm not going over necessarily super specific stuff, just generally, hey, this is what it looks like, and if you're not doing it, give it a go. If it's challenging, then you'll get something out of it, particularly if you're trying to develop an ability to get those legs further away from each other. So for someone that's maybe into like hurdling, or someone that's into being able to jump or slide tackle, or walk up steep hills, things where you're really having to spread these legs apart. And then just for the general person, it might open up your ability to get up and down off the ground a little more comfortably. So I'll show you a couple reps. We'll talk about some of the things to focus on while you're doing it. From front leg being in front, the higher the step, the higher the step, the easier it is. The lower the step, the harder it is. So if I ended up going onto the ground, that's going to be a much harder version, and it's just because it requires more mobility, especially through the back leg. So pretty much you want to go down. Now you could drop down into these types of versions, a little more traditional lunge, asks a bit more hip flexion, a little less a hip extension, or you can start moving into versions where this requires a lot more hip flexion and ankle movement, and then I'm also asking a lot more hip extension on this back leg. Where some people might fail a bit with this is they haven't got the flexibility through the front of their hip and they start to lean forward. I would recommend trying to work with your range. So stay tall at the top and then only go as deep as the range you've got. So if you get to here and you can't go further unless you start leaning forward, just go to there, and over time, that range will start to open up, okay? From the other side, got this leg in front and I'm drifting forward. This is more the traditional split squat as such. Nice and upright. You could have a barbell here. You could have dumbbells hanging right here. You could have a dumbbell on just one side so that you're a bit more unstable. But you're coming up and down. The back leg, I'm trying to keep straight at all times. As I come down to the bottom, it's not going to. Maybe some people who've got a tremendous amount of end range flexibility will be able to, but I'm keeping it stable at the back, okay? I'm up on my toes. It's my rudder. It's my ability to push back. I'm getting that feedback. I can feel my foot pushing into the ground. I'm not sinking back down into my heel, okay? It's a lot less of a stable foot. Up on the toes, up and down. From the front, you can see how it kind of looks a bit like half of a squat. So this is a nice way to start building some of the squat range into the hip, the knee, and the ankle, while in the background you're working on the torso stability, which is going to stop you from falling forwards or backwards. This stuff can help with that as well, just by shifting the balance point. But it's a nice way to start getting into some of these ranges. And so you're up, down, same as the other version. Like I said, could be a barbell here, could be dumbbells, whatever works for you. If you like this video, then please hit like below. Otherwise, to check out more of our content in the future, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo over here. And to check out our latest video, click up here.